Hello all and welcome back to the Walrus Plays. I'm doing some Peglin today, because there are still a few achievements that I've yet to get on my playthrough of Peglin. One of which is not a dull wall at all, where I need to convert or destroy 3 dull pegs whilst fighting the demon wall. I've also got Heartburn, where I need to throw a rigged bomb after being eaten by the slime boss, and You Did It, where I die whilst defeating the mines boss. So, I'm going to give that a go today. So I'm going to play as the basic regular Peglin, and I'm just going to go with no crucible and launch myself into the game today. Now, I think I'm going to go with the well done snake, because I do enjoy a good bit of healing. That's very helpful. Right, so we've got the slime boss, but unless I get some way of getting rigged bombs, so they're the red ones. Ooh, I want to go to the right, because I want to fight those, and that, and that. Right, okay then, so we're going to just impact that, and, oh, that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. Oh well. Well, I think that's not enough to kill. Yeah, that was a terrible shot. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, no, apparently. I'm just going to do absolute travesty shots, left back to back here. Not even killing the slime. Well, at least I'm hitting the coins. That's something I can say. Because I do need to hit as many of them as possible, because I want as much money to allow me to upgrade my pegs, my orbs, as best as I can. Okay, a double crit would have been great if it had actually bothered to hit any other bloody pegs, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to aim for the refresh, and hopefully, there we go. A nice ring there. That should do a 46 damage. It's not enough, but it's something. Okay, so we're going to hopefully kill off... There we go. Lovely stuff. That's a dead slime. And we need to hit a crit and a refresh, hopefully. Oh dear, that was terrible. I'm going to aim for the bomb. Thankfully, I do heal. So, let's hit the bomb. Did we hit the crit? Yes, we did. So that's going to do a little bit of damage. It's not enough to kill the blue slime. We are now, of course, over 54 shinies. So we are... at least going to leave the level with a decent amount of cash. So I can say that much. Now, with our first drop through, we want to head directly to the right after this. So, 36 damage. Excellent stuff. And I think the swashbuckler will be quite good. Let's take that, and we might as well upgrade it straight away. So we're going to head down to the right. Oof, that was close. Let's try and not be an idiot, shall we, Walrus? Okay, so let's launch out the next wave of hits. Again, we want to try and get as much money as possible, at least 25, so we can upgrade the swashbuckler orb. And I also do want to start upgrading the dag orb. The dag orb is one of those ones that I've always kind of viewed it as, I mean, it's good, but it's not exactly my favourite orb. It does some damage, yes, but it's not one that I'm supremely enamored with, I think is probably the best way of putting it. It does damage, but at the same time it's a bit I'll deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to cut through our foes as we do. Bomb and slice. So, with this we're going to... Ooh. Now, that's quite good, because that does do overflow. But also being able to upgrade all of our hits, that's pretty handy. So we're going to aim to try to hit down this way. Can we... Well, it doesn't actually matter too much, because we're going to fight this mini-boss first, then. We definitely need to head to the right, though. So that's going to be the first, let's say tricky, but that's going to be the difficult bit, is making sure that we head down to the right after this fight. So we need to clear out this pile here. So, I'm going to launch this shot down here, and that wasn't great, but at least it did. So we're going to start next shot. We're going to run down this and upgrade all of those by 2, which is great. Excellent work. Now, swashbuckler orb. You're up in another shot. What we're going to do is you're going to launch that down and around, and that kills off this tree. Now, I'm going to aim to try and hit those bombs. That's going to be the best plan, I think. I'm going to aim for the bat. No, it's not letting me aim there very well. That's fine, because we've got 1 bomb going off, 2 bombs going off. They're both dead. Boom. Yeah, okay, we're going to hit this, but that's fine. Oh yeah, of course the swashbuckle orb is a targeted attack. I get to choose who gets slapped. Excellent. So actually we just need one more. There we go. Now we've got 50 cent. 50 cents. No, we're not playing Isaac today. We're playing Peglin. So we've got 50 shinies, which is even better. With the 50 shinies, you're dead. With that, I am going to upgrade this one. And I think I will take the... I'm not actually going to take that because I want to save it for the shop. Remember, there is a shop there, Walrus. Because if I can get 100, then I might be able to buy a couple of good things. We'll see, though. Okay, so let's slice our way through this big horrible. Now, it does 2 times the orbs damage every time it hits one of the pennies, which is nice. Let's see if we can ditch it and see if we can get it again. Oh dear, that was a very poor shot from my part. However, what we want is to launch out with the old Swalt Orb, now that it's upgrading to 3 improvement each time it hits one, which is lovely. Ah, Drata missed the refresh, so I'm going to aim for the refresh down here, I think. There we go, so we've hit the refresh. Oh, and of course we missed the crit. That's very annoying. Frustrating, but at least we've got a good heal off there. So we're going to try and launch against the crit here then, and that should give us a decent amount of damage. Didn't hit the bomb though, that's a bit disappointing. Not the end of the world, but we are going to upgrade a few more pegs as we hit them well. Could have been worse. Right, so we're going to try this approach again. Can we hit? No, we did very poorly there. Oh dear, is the short answer to that one. Okay, so let's hit that bomb, maybe? There we go, so we got the bomb. So it's not going to kill off the mini-boss, but it is at least going to soften up these little guys here. Thankfully, again, the heal went through and we're in a good place for that. So we're not going to get 100 pennies by the looks of things. 100 shinies, unfortunately, but yeah, it seemed to work out all right. Ooh, what would be good? I think, considering I keep reloading, the increasing in balance would be quite handy, but also the crit... this fleece does get very dangerous. And that increases if I hit a crit, so I think I'm going to go with the fleece. And we're going to head down to the shop. Plink. That'll work out nicely. We're going to aim to go to the right there next. Once we've done that, we can head to the left. One of these chests, that chest, that mini-boss, and then we're going to go further. Ooh, spinification. Oh my goodness, we've got a couple of things I really want. I want both of these, but also that's a really good relic. Do I want relics more, or do I want trinkets? I'm going to take the potion bullet, and I'm going to take the lightning grease, because the lightning grease can be really entertaining from my experience. So hopefully we'll be able to go fight the mini-boss. Excellent. That's all good. Right, so let's ditch that one, go straight for the dag orb. I should have launched it the other way, shouldn't I? That wasn't clever. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. Let's try again, but hopefully we can hit the refresh on the way through this time. Well, we are giving it a good cut in the face, because it is doing 12 damage every slice, just for each impact of a penny, which is good. And we... well, goodness gracious, Walrus. Can we stop whiffing? That would be really, really good. Okay, so we're going to launch out the potion of all the weird... What are we going to actually apply with this? Why did it not apply any? That's interesting. Oh, no, it did. Oh, no, that was that. Those are there from the, my lovely lightning grease. The lightning grease come in really handy there. You're dead. Go away. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the potion bullet. And there we go. Upgrade it. Let's do it again. We've got nice and upgraded. Ooh, extra refreshes. That'll be very handy. Especially if I can get something that improves the benefits of refreshes. Make them crits. So let's move on. Okay, so we're going to aim for this one and just do a little bit of damage there. That wasn't very good, was it? Well, hopefully this will do better now. So we're going to launch this bad boy out. There we go. Now we're hitting and we're getting some slimes out on things. Bang. Okay, this is going to hurt, but now we get an extra lightning slime and... Ugh. Well, the one in front of me is dead. That's a guarantee. I'm going to aim for the blooming bat because I can kill that one faster, but I could also just try and aim for the explosions. Well, I was going to aim for the explosions, but I failed to do so. That's very frustrating. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try that again. And again, once again, I'm going to ruin my opportunities to do so. That's not good. Okay, then. Let's hit the crit. And we're really not doing very well here, are we? Okay, there we go. There's the bomb. That's the important bit. That damn bat is going to die. We're going to heal for 10. That's the important bit here. Now, swashbuckler orb. Let's see. Can we launch it and do some damage? Excellent. That worked. I do kind of wish I had taken the balance, because that would have been kind of handy. Ooh, I could go for more electrically themed orbs, and it is only 35. Let me give that a go. Oh, I really do need to get a heal in there, don't I? I'll be careful next. Right. So let's see what we can manage here now. What's within the chest? Ooh, I'll take that for refresh, giving me more mu circle. Oh, spiness. Very helpful. Gonna head down and we're gonna head to the right afterwards. I do need a heal. That's gonna be the big tricky bit right now. Ooh. Mu circle will improve that. I'm gonna go for the max health. I think that'll be a bit more helpful right now. Little ping there just to get a little bit of health. Gonna aim for the skull. Ooh, check behind the waterfall. What do we got? Cool. And we've got a free hidden relic. So that's kind of nice. And what we'll do is we'll just fight this mini-boss. We'll take a heal after it, because that's kind of important. Okie dokie pig and a pokey. So we're going to launch out with the old knife in the eye approach. This seems to work out nicely for us. And that's a dead red slime. Boom. Right, we're going to have the lightning of the generator orb. And this should do a good bit of there for me. Yeah, okay, the damage isn't supreme, but at least it does something for me. So let's ricochet this bad boy around. And because, of course, we're generating more crit hit markers, and with the way that we now stack our crit damage, should work out all right. Now, I've got to be careful. So we're going to launch this one out and trigger some bombs, hopefully. So there's one bomb going off. Getting loads of slime on the poison slime front, actually, by the looks of things. So that could be interesting. Let's see how much damage it does to the green one at the back. 120! Oh, that's terrifying. That's an absurdly good amount. I love it. Not enough to do enough to you, though. However, you just died. And we just need to hit... Oh no, 23 damage. I think we've managed it. What a terrible, terrible shame that is. Whatever will I do? Oh well. Right. Generator orb again. Let's see if we can hit some healing. There we go. There's a couple of hits on a heal. A little bit more. Lovely stuff. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't actually kill it, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll do what we can. Right. So with this, I'm going to take an upgrade on that, take a heal, and then... Ooh. Applying darkness. That could be fun. Attacks get increased damage for every crit. Ooh, if I hit a crit. That could work. That could also work. I'm going to go with the resistance becoming weaknesses, though, because that will be very helpful. Okay, well, that worked. Right. Now, we're going to launch out the potion bullet again. And hopefully we'll hit a nice amount of things. And of course, as the refreshes go through, we get more mu circle and more other spiness, as later. And we've got 4 refreshes on the board. We're kind of in a good place for that. Now, I wonder if we can get up to 50. I don't know if there's enough of them on the board. Give it a good go, though. Oh, so it's going to... they're both dead. Because the bomb's going to go off. Bang. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an upgrade on the Swashbuckler Orb. And see if I can just get a few more hits in the money front here. There we go. Almost. There we go. Got another 8. That's great. Moving on, we go on to our next challenge. The boss itself. So, of course, we've got the potion baller out first. And that seems to have done alright. The trouble is the slime ball pegs don't actually count as a peg for hits, so you don't actually get to do the extra fun damage on them. It's a real shame. But we do slice through quite comfortably there with the Swashbuckler Orb. Let's aim for that crit if we can. There we go. We hit one of them. Didn't quite work as well as I was hoping. I was trying to aim for a refresh as well. Well, that sort of worked. Not very well, though, unfortunately. So we're going to aim for this one, and there we go. So now we're going to hit some more healing. Healing isn't as much of a thing, considering we'll get a full heal after this boss. I've been playing so much Crucible. I'm so used to having to heal after the boss. So let's ping that one there. I think just one more shot and it's dead. So we're unfortunately inside of it, but I think we'll be fine. There we go. Dead boss. Now, none of those really... you know what? Let's take an all or nothing. It's not one that I've really dabbled with too much, but also it gives us the some extra health. Ooh. It's a tough one. I'm going to go with the heavy hand. And just because I am going to take Orbit's Nightmare, might not seem like the most cunning of plans, but because every question mark will become a mimic fight, well, maybe not every question mark, but most question marks become a mimic fight. Now, do I turn left or do I go right? I think a chest and a boss is probably more beneficial. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. We'd only have 1. Actually, let's go left. Screw it. Let's do the left route then. So we're just going to hit some refreshes to improve our abilities. And hopefully we've got a couple of bombs going off as well. That'd be nice. Yeah, that's 5 bombs. That worked out lovely. And look at that. The poison damage is brutal. So effective. Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd like, but the poison damage is just going to do a silly amount to you. I'm going to target this guy in the back. Let's hit the crit. And let's see if we can get anything else out of it. Oh, that wasn't very good. Well, the poison damage will do another 70 maybe. Yeah. Now, the thing is, I didn't realise it, but if you do hit a poison orb with a increase of damage, it also increases the poison effect damage that you do to the target, which is rather brutal. I love it. So, we've gained ourselves a little bit more. I'm going to take the all or nothing one, and I think we're going to go left. So, let's give it a go. See if this works out. Whether it will is a very different question, but we'll give it a good hard try. So, we're going to launch out the old Generator Orb again, because again, this is going to give us a bit more in the way of extra hit stuff. Essentially, it's the great advantage of the lightning slime, which is something I didn't really anticipate how effective it was until I was playing as the Spinventer, who kind of relies on slime a bit more than others, which is fine and all, but it's kind of an interesting, like, okay. But the ability that it has, being able to stack extra hits on things that you might not have anticipated, really, really handy. Now, I have to hit a crit with the all or nothing. So, let's see. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is horrifying. I need the thing that means I do pierce through damage with crits, because that is going to be very entertaining. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to upgrade an orb. I'm going to upgrade the Dag Orb, because I think that's a very sensible plan. And what we're going to do is just ping a few shots over this way. I mean, I love that. Just the arcing electricity. It's great fun. I mean, in fairness, I'd love the electric items in the Binding of Isaac, like Jacob's Ladder. So, of course, I'd like it here. So, we're going to discard that one. We're going to launch it out with the old Generator Orb. hitting those impacts there. Look at that again. Big impact damage. Okay, that hurt. That was annoying, but we're going to hit the refresh. We've got some other... Can we hit a crit? That would be good. Also going to need to hit a refresh as well. So we're going to hit the refresh, and here come the slime saturations. Excellent. So we're getting some heals in. That's really good. Another refresh. So we gained ourselves 2 and 2 for the Spiness and Mew Circle, which is really good. Now this might actually just kill it off. Maybe not. That's a shame. If I'd hit one other crit marker, then it definitely would have. But it did not, so that's fine. Bit of a shame, though. Going to hit some more lightning. That's a shame it didn't arc through and hit any of the crits. Come on, there we go. So it's going to die. Look at that. Beautiful. Impact damage. Blech. So, with that, I will take the Doctor, because that's really handy. And let's upgrade the knife. Give it a go. Ooh, things. I would quite like... well, healing slime's really good. But here we go. We get extra HP. I'm all about that. Thank you, please. So, where is this actually going to take us? We don't... Oh, well, we didn't want to head down there, but we also didn't want to go down this way. So that's fine. I'll deal with it. Okie dokie, it's another one. So we're going to... I want to hit a crit. That's the problem. Don't think it's going to... Oh, no, it did, it did. Okay, that's worked out rather spectacularly. So that's a good nearly 700 damage. Look at that. Just chop you clean in half, you horrible bugger. And you thought you were going to survive. This'll learn you. Yeah, okay, the Swaltorb isn't the biggest bunch of damage, but it is increasing the ability of other orbs in the vicinity. That's what we're after. So the Generatorb, again, hitting some more of those. And again, because I can buy... Actually, let's play sensible with this. Let's heal. And because we've got the ability to heal pretty much to full with this one. Yeah, I'm going to take some damage, but I can heal. And can we hit a bomb? So we hit a bomb. That worked out fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to... We're all right. We're going to aim for the bomb. And apparently not do quite enough. That's okay. But we'll launch this one out. See if we can hit the other bomb. If not, we may be able to stack poison on it. Either way. Bang. Nothing. Ow. Okay, that really didn't work as well as I'd hoped. That's a real shame. But we do now have another 53 shinies. 57 now. Ooh, let's take some evasion. And let's take some healing. Options. Ooh, transferency. Now, yes, there is the option to get 25 extra HP. That is definitely an option here. But the ability to really mess with things by lowering transferency and doing blast through damage, this is where it's going to get really silly really fast. Now, of course, we've got the dense impact here for our shots coming through. That works out nicely. Hit another refresh. Yeah, we didn't get anything from this one, but this is going to break the shield. Oh, no, it's not. The bomb blew up the shield because, of course, they take vulnerable damage from it. Beautiful. So let's use the All Orb Nothing. Now, this one's quite weak at the moment because it doesn't have... Oh, that's a real shame. Because I haven't hit enough refreshers to get either of the other benefits. But that didn't work as well as I'd hoped. So I'm going to target the mage and just give them a good cutting in the face with a big sword. Yes, you're dead. Go away. Okay, so these three at the top there are going to be a bit annoying, but it's okay. We're going to start laying down the lightning slimes on stuff. And, well, I think the guy in front is... Oh, dear. I mistargeted slightly there. Oops. Well, all the same, we're just going to hit this down here. And can we... I really want to hit some of these health ups. That would be really good, wouldn't it? Actually, what we could try and do is use this to actually hit them. Because even if I detonate 2 bombs, it's not going to be enough to kill you. And that's kind of the important bit. Unfortunately, I don't have the... Oh dear, that's really not helpful. I was hoping to try and get the potion ball to launch out and help me hit them, but apparently not. That's fine. I'm going to go with the evasion upgrade. That'll be good. Ignore those for now. And let's see, can we hit... That's 1 health up. There's 2 health ups. It's not much, but it is something, and I'll take something over nothing. And we have another big slime boy. Not big slime boy, that's a thingy boy. A mimic. I can do words good. No, I can't. I really can't do words good sometimes. And of course we whiffed it. Bottoms. Right. Okay. Let's try and not whiff it again, but I think we are. Yeah, of course we did. Let's try that again then. Lightning orb, maybe? Oh, for crying out loud, Walrus, what are we doing? Just ruining our lives here. Okay, well, at least we're getting some evasion now. It's at least something useful. Okay, could you not, please? That'd be really nice. Right, well, we do have the heal coming up soon. We might need to utilise the heal again, as we did previously. I'm going to dodge that one, thankfully. And the healing balm has not done me any favours. That's a real shame. Potion ball. Here we go. Now let's see what we can actually manage with this mess. And I'm going to have to hit a refresh. Ow. Refresh for the heal. Well, that's... We're back up to full health. I'll take that. I'd really like it if you could stop hitting me with those hammers, please. That'd be really nice. And, yeah, considering the amount of lightning arcing orbs that we've kind of got going for us, we can do some very silly stuff with it. I love it. Oh my goodness, I think you're dead. Die. Thanks. Ooh. That's essentially just the dagger, but targeted. That's fine, we'll upgrade that one, so it's actually we can really start stacking it. Ooh. I think we'll take some more Ballusion, because evasion is handy. And can we hit? No, we didn't manage to hit it. That's a real shame. Oh well. Okay, so we've got another... Ooh, we'll take Destinating 1 hit. And I want to head down to the right. I think that's the best plan here. And then I think we want to go to the left. So that's what we'll try and do. Here we go again. It's a big, horrible mimic that needs to die. Now, Orbs Nightmare is one of those things that, yes, it can be a little bit, not really overwhelming per se, but it can be a bit of a, oh, hang on, that's quite a lot of fights. And yes, the damage can get quite dangerous. Thankfully, because of course I do have the ability to heal, and heal when I reload, and amongst other things, I've got a few kind of bonuses in my way here, which is working quite nicely. But again, you can end up with some real problems if you don't have enough either damage or the ability to heal through the damage that these guys do, because they do a lot of damage, in fairness. So the mimics themselves can be very annoying, but they're not the be-all and end-all of like all annoyances. Well, that was a very poor shot from my point, wasn't it? Okay, so I really need to hit a crit with this one. So, can we ricochet it off this way? There we go. That's a nice crit, and you're dead. Go away. It's a shame. I probably should have tried to use the old heal. Ooh, positive effect increase, tax increase, exploitable. I'm going to go with the increased exploitable. Partly because I enjoy the fact that it is essentially a riff on the spiffing Brit. I'll have an extra crit because I do want crit markers. We'll try and aim to go down this way. A little bit more money. That's great. Now, here we go. It's another fight. And let's launch out with the Swashbuckle Orb. Hitting a bomb. Can we hit the refresh? There we go. And we hit a crit as well, so this is going to do a nice chunk of your damage. Slice. Thankfully, we've got the heal coming up almost immediately, so we should be in a good place. Should would be the operative word. So I'm going to try and hit the bomb and allow myself to get healed. Now, we didn't actually heal to full with that one. So hopefully, shot number 2 will get us over the line of... Ooh, no, it won't. That was a very bad shot from my part. Okay, let's see what we can do here then. Well, that's definitely going to do a lot of damage. It's not enough to kill it, but of course, because when we do crit, we do increase the amount of damage we do because we have exploitable stacking. That's the reason I took it, is because you can really start stacking some very silly damage on a target. That's really what I'm all about right now. You know what? It'd be funny. Let's take another one. Yeah, let's upgrade it at least. At least once. Multi-ball. Ooh. Let's go with increased. So that'll also refresh the board. Because that'll make the book that I've got better. Okay, it's mini-boss time. Let's see what we've got here. Right, so this mini-boss isn't really one that I would say is terribly difficult. But when it starts stacking the armor, that's when it's going to start getting really, really annoying. So we're going to try and smack it as hard as possible. And just kill it off. So, aim for the crit. Aim for another crit if we can to multiply the damage. But, okay, that's fine. You're dead. Go away. Bonk. Kaboom. With that, we're going to take the potion bullet. And let's go with... We could try and run for a slime run. Sort of silliness. Yeah, screw it. Let's do some slime with the side order of slime. Unfortunately, we are facing off against the ballista. So, it's not... We're not able to get the fight against the wall where we can delete the pegs. We also have gone past the very annoying big slime. But that doesn't mean that we're unable to complete the rigged bomb component. Because there is a question mark event in the mines that means that you get to go and fight against a boss from the forest. And if we can do that, we might be able to fight it. But the trouble is I don't have the ability to lay down any rigged bombs. So I'd need to get the... There's a couple of orbs that allow you to start laying down the first thing hit is a rigged bomb. There's also another item which is available from the boss, which gives you all bombs are replaced with rigged bombs. So I'm wondering what I might be able to try and wrangle here. I think it's more likely that I'll find the orb that allows me to turn hits into bombs. Lo and behold, this is similar. It's not quite the right one, though. It's good, though. It's still good. I will take it, because it actually might be quite handy. And with it, I'll also take the balustra, because that'll be quite handy as well. So, let's see if we can hit any of these extra health up things. No, apparently not. Rubbish. Here's the ballista. Okay, so... Shock Absorber isn't going to do any damage unless we hit some bombs. So, let's see if we can hit some bombs, please. Oh, okay, that's a lie. It's doing some damage now because I hit a couple of refreshes. That's still not great, but it's something. What I really need as well is something that will give me... refreshes also activate crits. Because then we're going to really start stacking the silly damage. And that's really what we want. Okay, so... Can we... Nope, we didn't hit the crit, but at least you can see the pass-through damage for the transferency is becoming quite handy here. It's one of those things that, like, I really underestimated how effective transferency was when it first dropped. I think it wasn't implemented quite as well as it is now with all the upgrades in it. But yeah, it's a lot more effective and very, very dangerous. Oh no, I'm fully healed. What a shame. I'm going to launch out the Balm shot. So let's launch this one out and see what else we can stack down. I also really need to get the good slime because that'll increase all slimed pegs damage by 5. And that'll be nice and handy. Ah, fiddlesticks. Well, at least it missed. Right, well, there's a bomb going off. That's good. Can I hit a crit? Yes, I can. Can I hit a refresh? Yes, I can. Oh my goodness, loads of damage. That is a dead ballista. Go away. That's the one I need. So this one is the one I need because it converts the first one to a rigged bomb. That's what I need. So let's hope, fingers crossed hope here. I can do less self-damage but 4 times, but only to affect the targeted enemy. That's right, let's give it a go. Let's have a mini-boss thing. Now, I really hope that using the question marks that we can find our way to fight the slime. Also, killing myself on the boss fight is actually really dumb because I've taken the thing that does means I take reduced bomb damage. So it's not going to work quite as well as I'd like, unfortunately. And this boss is actually going, well, mini boss, is going to be very, very annoying. There we go. Because they just don't want to die because they don't have very many pegs lying around. But utilising the potion bullet, that kind of helps a bit here. They don't have much health though, which is nice, and they are going to take increased critical hit damage. So this could do them a right mischief. Okay, here comes the right mischief. You're dead. Go away. Mwah, beautiful. We just got some money out of it, so that's the important bit there. Now, it's time for mushrooms. Mushroom. A badger. That's one thing I'm genuinely surprised there isn't a badger, like, reference in this, in Peglin. Like, of the sort of assumed generation of who would have created it. But even then, I think it's more of an English thing to sort of like think about the badger mushroom. I mean, it was I think Weeble is an English creator. I think they are. They've definitely got some like English links because they've come up with some very, very English stuff. They did an advert for Anchor Spreadable in the UK actually many years ago as well, if memory serves. But I do remember it being a big thing in school. Like, everyone was just going on about badger, mushroom, badger. Yeah, I'm going to stop now before I start really, really spiraling into the weird and wonderful there. But, again, I'm surprised there isn't a badger mushroom kind of gaff in this somewhere. Okay, so we want to head to the... I want the chest, but it's actually more beneficial to me to go left, right, left. Because I truthfully just need to get, if I can, that question mark event that takes me through the tear and pray that it gives me the slime boss. Because that's the other problem is I can't guarantee that it will. And that's possibly the worst thing about this. Not really conundrum, but this kind of achievement hunting that I'm trying to go for. Ooh. That's pretty good. Let's give this one a go, if we can get it. It's 5 Mu Circle, I'll take that. That'd be nice. Hey, there we go. And it's a level 3 orb, so lovely stuff. And then we're going to ping this way, see if we can go down to the right. There we go. Looks like we've got down to the right. And there's a shop, but we're going to ignore the shop. Okay, it's a fight. That's fine. Wow, this is really falling through. You can tell it's been affected by the dents effect. Now, I've been kicking Radia's teeth in quite a lot recently. I've been playing through as every character, and I have defeated Radia with every character now, just to see if I can do it. I'm going to stand by and say here, though, it was by far the easiest with the round draw. Purely because of the way that they have the ability to evade the damage, because it does do a stupid amount of damage. But I did have quite a lot of fun with the Spinventer, because like this run I have now, I'd stacked so much electric slime on absolutely everything. I was just doing stupid damage, because I could hit one orb and it would just ricochet all the way through. And it was working lovely. Oh, look at that. 51 damage a hit. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is such a dead spider. Splat. Okie dokie pig in a pokey. I'm going to upgrade my Balustra to increase my Mu Circle. And again, we're going to aim down the left. I'm going to take a little heal there. That's nice. I always like a little heal. After this, I'm trying to figure out where it might be. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm going to go for the nearest orb. Okay. Cool. We need to go down this column here then, because that's got the most question marks. So, down we go. Ooh, this way. So we actually want to head to this one and then take a right. So we want to take another left after this. Okay. Potion bullet away. Saturate with gooey slime. Also bombs. Wow, that was devastating. I'm going to use the bomb, even though it's not actually going to do any damage at the moment. It's just going to give me the ability to... Oh, okay, now it's doing damage. I don't really want to use the Doctor Orb. As good as the Doctor Orb is right now, I'm kind of good. We're going to pass through damage, and we're going to increase the money that is on That really didn't work, did it? Okay, so that's going to be quite frightening now that we're going to do stupid damage to this worm here. Because we've reduced the damage that we take from a number of different sources. I think we actually now don't take damage from self-inflicted. So this could actually work out really nicely. I'll upgrade that. And we want to go left. So let's see if we can head left, please. Okay, we got a little heal. That's good. Always nice to have a little heal. We want to head to the left or right. Doesn't really matter either way for this one. Actually, considering these bombs are triggered with one hit, and because of the orb that I've just shot, they do... Oh, this could be really... Okay, no, it does spiral through. At least that's good. Okay, so let's try again. Yeah, so I'm not taking any damage from these red bombs going off. What a terrible shame that is. Oh, well. Yeah, because it just misses because I have the resistance. Oh, no. What a terrible shame. For once, I'm no longer just absolutely bricking it whenever I use one, because I usually do get really unnerved when I have too many red bombs and I don't have enough health, because I do just end up dying a lot from red bombs. Shockingly enough, in the recordings that I don't put out there, because I just blew myself up like an idiot. Bang! I should probably record my failures a bit more, though, because they are quite funny. I'll take that, and we'll take an upgrade on that one, and we are going to go... down the left. If we can... No, what we're going to do is going to whiff that shot. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, now we're heading down the left. We want to head right immediately after this. Oh, yeah. So this will get very silly. So let's see if... Can we get this to work? Yep, there we go. So we detonate all the bombs. We get ourselves a second chest. And we'll take the crit trigger and head down to the right. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is working nicely. Here we go. Unfortunately, this didn't give us what we needed, which is that mini-boss encounter. So, I say mini-boss, the boss encounter from the forest. So, if we can get the collateral damage, then we're really golden. But I didn't see it available when we were fighting in the forest. If we had, then yeah, we would have been in a much better place for it. But sadly not. Okay, the collateral damage is actually not doing me too many favours here. Bang. You're dead. Who's next? Let's try and do some upgrades. There we go. At least we pass through damage again. And we'll unleash the devastation of the potion bullet. It's not going to do a stupid amount, but at least it's just like ticking the damage through. And every time we hit a crit, yes, we don't do any damage, but yeah. It's funny watching the numbers spiral where it does no damage. Okay, so can we hit a health up? Apparently not. Or maybe we did. Okay, that hurt. That was annoying. And we're going to hit a crit, so everything takes 6 damage. Because... Oh, goodness, that thing's getting quite hitty. That's kind of annoying. We need to get rid of you, don't we? Can we do enough damage? Bonk! Yes, we can. Upgrade an orb. I'm going to upgrade a pebble, because it's probably a good idea for me to upgrade at least one of them to level 3. Quite like them all to be level 3 pebbles, but I'll take any benefit I can. Still got one more question mark ahead of ourselves, and of course, it's not going to give me what I want or need. Very annoying. I need to teleport back to fight that boss. Okay, so we've blown up both of the annoying, like, lightning rods, which is fine. We now have to deal with these goblins. Not impossible. But of course, the crit damage is really going to spiral through here. So you're dead. Goodbye. And here comes the level 3 pebble. Doing high damage to everybody again. Look at that. That's beautiful. Devastation. Bonk. Let's see if we can turn some more into money. I think that's a good idea here. Oh my goodness, that worked out spectacularly well, didn't it? Oh my. Yeah, they all died really fast. I'm going to take the Orbsium because I like Orbsium. It's a fun one. And can we hit a few more upgrades on health? We've got 161 HP. That's not bad for just having got orbs. And, oh, that's so annoying. Double shop and then the boss. Oh, dear. So it does look like we are not going to get the teleport back. That's annoying, but let's see. Can we kill the boss maybe by saturating poison damage, that when it gets... We'll target you first. That maybe this will work. Let's give it a good hard college try, shall we? Oh my goodness gracious, this is going to get real silly real fast. Kaboom! Well, that's one dead. And we've almost killed that second one. That's terrifying. I love it. Let's launch out this one, because this might give us the other thing we need, which is the poison saturation, which unfortunately we've only got a couple out there by the looks of things. C'est la vie. Right, well, let's try the exacerbate. Need to hit refresh, don't I? I think what is going to happen here is that we're just going to kill it off without actually doing enough to it. Have we got enough poison damage going out? Ooh, I don't even think we do. Okay. Well, oh my goodness, you're so dead. Let's take a nice heal there. So this one's going to die, definitely. It's only got 91 health left. Oh, no. Yeah. Looks like victory is mine. Well, we didn't achieve any of the achievements I was after, but we have completed the mines, we didn't die, and we did murder our way through absolutely everything. If you did enjoy, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you've managed to achieve these 3 achievements, why not leave me a comment below? Let me know how you managed to do it, or what sneaky ways that you pulled it, because I would very much like to try and get them. Especially now that I got that really difficult one, the all for one, and now the other ones are just annoying me. So, hopefully you'll catch me all again the next time the Walrus plays some Peglin.